Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Falcons going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. They run, Devontae Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 3 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go play action. Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. For the Bears, as their offense takes the field, I guess you figure last season was kind of rock bottom, Charles. They finished 3-13, tying a franchise record for losses in a year. They used 3 different starting QBs and were last in the NFC North for the 3rd straight season. So where does the optimism come from this year?
That's what the Bears fans are asking themselves, because they are a defensive-minded group of people, right? They love their heroes that stop other people from scoring. And I thought that's where they were headed in the draft. Instead, you did hear the name Mitchell Trubisky, but you made the case. 3 different starting quarterbacks in 2016. And think about their division. Look who's playing quarterback in Green Bay, in Detroit, in Minnesota. They've got to have one of those guys themselves, and that's why they invested in the youngster out of North Carolina.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They give to Burton, the fullback, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And to give this time to the tailback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 6 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Chicago first down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Falcons offense, as they head back out there, Charles, what can this unit do for an encore? You look at 2016, they scored 540 points, 71 more than anybody else in the league. So those are big shoes to fill.
They certainly are. While they'll have a different play caller in 2017, they still have Matt Ryan at quarterback, who was the NFL's MVP last year, had a phenomenal season. And with his work ethic, he expects to be even better as he continues to move forward. Still have Julio Jones to throw the ball to, two-headed monster at running back. They feel great about offense. And they got better on defense as the year went along last year and actually drafted another pass rusher and Takk McKinley out of UCLA. For them, the encore is getting back to the Super Bowl and winning it this time.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And he's got some space here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
handoff. Devontae Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run here with Freeman. Shifts by him, and he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They come out here in the I. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Hurry up, here we go. Please. No, check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We always talk about how important speed is in the game of football. Deion Jones may be an undersized middle linebacker, but his speed allowed.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, Deion Jones and pick sixes, they're going together like peas and carrots. Oh, boy. He had 2 of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see him, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick sixes last year, 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Let's go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Trubisky to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Raiders are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go now. 319.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Set. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Pistol here with Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, 43 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and goal now from the 8. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flip.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, his first touchdown in a Bears uniform. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Freeman again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Trubisky will throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that'll be incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught inside the 25. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Throwing now is Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. 3-19. Gone.
Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Halfback sent in motion. Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. Andy Dalton, a touchdown pass to help lead the way.
Here we go.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Falcons, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.